Good afternoon to all our audience, and welcome to this podcast. It's not all about numbers. This is Nicole Busi speaking. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, qualitative research. But I'm not alone to discuss this subject. This afternoon, I'm joined by Cassandra Armijos.
Hello, Nicole. Hello to all listening.
Also with us is Melanie Basurto. Hi, Melanie, how are you?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going well, thank you.
And last but not least, Jordi Ceballos.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here with you once again.
You may have noticed that research is often associated with numbers, but this is where qualitative research come in. So what's the difference between the two?
According to Monge 211, quantitative research is about having numerical data, while qualitative research seek to understand people's experience and emotions.
But what are some of the characteristics of this type of research?
One characteristic is that qualitative research focus on the process of how things happen when they use the resource.
Another is that quality research and to understand how people interpret and high meaning to their lives based on their experience and the world around them.
Exactly. It is not about describing what happened, but about understanding why and how people experience it.
Great points, everyone. But why is it not it's so important to go to the outdoor places where things happen?
It's very important. A field study should always be done because it involves research immersing themselves in the natural context on the people or phonemics being studied.
Good point, Melanie. Now let's talk about the different approach in qualitative research. One of those approaches is ethnography. Cassandra, what can you tell us about it?
Is an honest approach that aims to deeply understand the belief, culture, and traditions of specific groups.
Thank you, Cassandra. Another important approach is phenomenology. Jordi, can you explain a bit about this?
Of course, phenomenology focus on exploring how people experience a certain phenomena. That is, it is you understand in the individual life and feel expected uh, ex- a specific situation from their own perspective.
Interesting. And Melanie, what can you tell us about grounded theory?
This approach focuses on developing theories based on data collected directly from the field. It doesn't start with a pre-existing theory. Instead, it's built from what participants express during interviews or observation.
Very good. Do you know any other approaches?
Yes, according to video by Nissen to Homestern of 15, there the narrative approaches which in base to modern life story the person experience These narratives help understand how people construct the meaning of their experience.
Excellent. Now let's move on to the method used in qualitative research. Jordi, can you give us an example?
Sure, one of the most common methods is the independent interview, where the research tasked with participants to explore their tones, emotions, and personal ex- experience.
There are also focus groups. According to Journal 2020, they involve bringing several people to it to discuss a specific topic. This allows research to observe how many are conducted in a group setting.
And we can't forget of observation, where there's research directory analytic people behavior and interaction in their natural environment.
All of that sounds very useful for truly understanding what people experience. And how do you choose which approach or method to use?
It all depends on the objectives of the research. If you want to explore a culture, uh, et- ethnography would be ideal. If you aim to build theory from scratch, grounded theory is the best choice. And if you want to study um, a lived experience, phenography, or the narrative approach would be appropriate.
That was very well explained. Thank you, everyone. So, what's behind human behavior?
This is what is not a lab number. Until next time. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.